Okay. Well, welcome to her wind down.
Hello.
Today we're going to be discussing black girl magic. And with all this blackness and these women up here, see their magic, right?
Yes.
So Angie's going to open us up.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are ready for just a wonderful conversation about black girl magic. You know, in this day and age, black girl magic is something that just inspires a lot of black women all across society, because sometimes we just get into it where black is seen, everything about us seems to be negative. You're too ghetto, you're too angry. So we are celebrating black girl magic through inspiration, encouraging words, and women who are just trailblazing in our society.
Okay. So we have a couple of questions as always. And as you can see, we're taping outside because the lighting is good. So as a black woman in America, most women can relate to being treated differently in school or in the workplace. Can each of you recall a time this has happened to you, like you were mistreated, or because of your blackness, your ethnicity? Ethnic way.
Well, I can say that I feel like there were times where I was singled out in school, but I used it to my advantage and I just excelled above and beyond. You know what I mean? Like where you want to pick on me, or think that you're gonna single me out because I'm the only black person in this classroom. How about this only black person in this classroom is gonna give you all the answers? I'm gonna raise my hand before you call on me.
Right.
So now you can leave me alone.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You don't even talk about Taylor School, right? Anybody else like a time where you feel like? Well, me, I remember I was working for a company dealing with autistic kids, and it was majority Caucasians there.
Yeah.
So then when I seen a sister working there, we seen each other in the hallway, and we were like, oh my gosh, where have you been all this time? We were like, homie, when's your lunch break? But the way they treated us, I remember my supervisor, because at the time I was driving a BMW, and she was like, I'm your supervisor. How come you're driving a BMW and I'm in a Honda?
Really?
How was it? She said, do you live by yourself? I was like, well, that's none of your business. She was like, I bet you do. She said, how come you live by yourself and I have a roommate? I said, wait a minute, what does that have to do with anything? Like, we're here at the clinical. Let's go in there and tell the parent about their child. Let's move this right along. But it was like this evilness. And then the supervisor, we had a Christmas party. The owner came to me and she was like, hi, I'm the founder. And I was just like, she didn't introduce herself to anyone else, but she made it her job and her business to come and introduce herself to me.
Right.
And I'm thinking, like, what is all this about? And then, like, probably a month later, I get a call and said, oh, well, we're going to be terminating you.
What?
And I was like, why? They said, oh, well, we don't have to give you a reason why. But they had security in the room, as if I was going to act belligerent and just act out.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, none of that. And I was like, okay, is my checking clothes in there? I was like, I'm good. But, or even the cases that I had, it was because a lot of people didn't see African Americans, or, a lot of people say, well, we have African American friends, or we have, we go to their house, or my best friend is black. But the more houses I went into of trying to help autistic white children, I remember the kids said, Mommy, Mysterious Brown. I was like, I am. Or, some of the kids like who is she?
Right.
But when the other nurses or whatever come in, if they were white, the kids never met them before, but they weren't standoffish or surprised when they seen them. But when I came in, they were like, eyes open, So I was just like, wow, so sometimes we're thinking that they're exposed to it, but most of the time they only see black people from TV, in school, that short moment, but not in their house, not at their birthday parties, not at festivals, not at family gatherings. And so I think that's another reason why some people could be standoffish,
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I was experiencing a lot. I was like, let me get out of here. And plus, God gave me enough information to where I took it and started my own stuff.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from there, too. That's probably why they was like, nah, Negro, you a little too smart for
Put
me.
you out.
But, so why do you think society has an issue with black women embracing our blackness?
Well, I think because I interact with a lot of people every day, different people, and I drive, so I interact with a lot of people. And when they see me, they want to ask questions like, and so they end up speaking Spanish to me. And so when I tell them, I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. I'm black. And so then they will say, you don't have to lie if you don't want to tell me in Spanish. And I'm like, look. So I get a little hood on them, and then they be like, okay, you black. You black girl. So I let them know, like, look, I don't have a problem embracing that I'm a black female just because I'm a lighter than, you know, the average. But look, I'm black. I don't know Spanish. I would love to learn Spanish, but I don't know Spanish. So I get like, you know, they'll cuss me out in Spanish. And so I just say, look, I'm going to embrace my blackness, and I'm going to let you know that I'm a black woman. So it's not my fault that I don't know Spanish. I don't know Spanish. But, you know, it is what it is.
You know what I think it is why it's hard for people to allow us to embrace it, because whenever we do anything, whether it's our clothes, whether it's our hair, whether it's our makeup, not only do we come in different colors, but then we're so bold with it too. Like, look at Peach's hair, her hair wrap for you know, a minute. Like, that's bold, that's beautiful. That's just like, I don't have to show my hair. It ain't about that. The hair is not what makes the beauty. And then your makeup is like standing off, you know, to where it's like, exactly, you know. And then we could come across, we don't care if our hair is purple, blue, pink,
Exactly.
we don't care if we have one, on the side, one of the rows, you know. Everybody, and that's another thing, everybody got like a different ethnic hairstyle that we all could rock, so you know. And it's like, and we're comfortable in it. And I think a lot of people is like, no, just keep it straight, put it in the ponytail, do this, do that. And it's like, we take all varieties. And it's like why? And then I was thinking too, you know, like back in slavery. If you chocolate, where did you belong?
In the field.
In the field.
If you was yellow, where'd you go?
In the house.
And then you was like, you only had certain jobs. So you was only stuck with breastfeeding, cleaning, cooking, picking, and you were limited. So now it's like, no, I'm going to go for the sky. You know, I'm going to go and I'm going to try to grab and get whatever I want, do whatever it is I want to do. And it's like, when you've been so structured to stand at a certain level for so long, and now you're trying to, you know, succeed in doing whatever, that's what becomes an issue. You know, it's like, hey, no, you breastfeed. You go back inside. No, you stay out there. You work hard. No, you're not seen as beautiful. So why are you acting like you're beautiful? And it's like, no, I'm beautiful. You know. So that's another thing that stick out for me with black women. Okay, so don't touch my hair. Black women crowns being touched by other ethnicities. So anybody, Denise, you were just telling us. Oh, Tab, you got one of those stories?
I said I don't mind. I mean, the way I look at it is like, if you saw white people and their hair came in different shades and textures and curls and straight and wavy and puffy and spongy, you'd want to touch it too. But it's because it's ours that, you know, you feel like I'm over there, been there, I done felt every curl there is from 4C to 5C, you know what I mean? So that's why it's not a fascination. Like,
I think I want to just look at different hair like that and be like, I just want to touch it.
I've never touched it. It's the same thing. It's like they've never, like the little kid that never seen you.
I know,
they're like, you know, and then some, like, just imagine how much nerve that actually takes to actually.
But seeing somebody and then invading their space to say,
exactly.
Let me see this.
And
I
it's
think
not
that's
even,
like,
at
don't
least you
even
say,
ask.
Say, hey, can I touch your hair? Your hair is pretty. Let me come up to you. It was a lady, and it's going viral, who was getting her food at the counter, and she was African American. She was black. Lady was white, older white lady, and the lady just came up and just immediately just started touching on her hair. First of all, if somebody come at me in public, don't come on my space like that anyway. But she was just in her hair, in her scalp. Ooh, and the lady was like, ooh, she was like, I love your hair and stuff. And the lady just turned around to her and said, you know, I'm gonna be very polite about this. Like, do not touch my hair. All of a sudden, you turn around and you have someone in your hair like this. I would be like, please don't touch my hair.
We barely let our men do that. Please.
I've had that happen to me. It just doesn't bother me. Like, maybe I've wrapped my mind around it. Like, it's just like they don't have black friends.
No.
So,
But you're in that box of like, you're a hairstylist,
Right.
And
So
if
it's
somebody
different,
like really like your craft, you know, and they really like appreciate your styles, you just like, oh, you like that, huh? Thank you. Yeah. But that's your craft. That's what you do. You know. So it's almost like commending you on the stuff that you do. But if it's somebody's hair or you
but
just
like
doing
even
something,
my kids, like my daughters have 3 different textures of hair, and they touch all their little hair. Like, and look at hers. It's like
but
it's hers.
Black girl
No,
magic.
I'm saying these are strangers touching my 3
Oh,
different
no.
daughters' textures of hair.
I just feel like when they do
And it
that,
doesn't bother me
Yeah, no.
because like even it was one white woman. It was Taylor's hair, and she was like, my hair is just like that. And Theory looks at me like, Mama, she's white. Her hair is not like ours, but she had curls.
Yeah.
But it was like ringlets, like you know.
yeah,
and
yeah.
in her mind, we got the same hair, and she was
No.
so excited. Like I can relate with this
Aw.
baby because we both have curls. Like, girl, look, I'm just like you, you know.
Aw.
So sometimes I think we give people like kind of too harsh because if that is their only encounter, it takes a lot of nerve to build up enough nerve to touch somebody.
Yeah.
It really
It
does.
happens too often.
So,
Right.
no, but what I'm
Right.
saying
Right.
is like, if you didn't look at it in a bad way, like say for instance, like how that lady turned around and said, I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but don't touch me, lady. What if her response would have been like, you know, you really shouldn't touch people's hair, but you like it? Like, you know, have you ever touched somebody's hair like this? Oh, you haven't. Okay, now that explains why you were bold enough to grab me by my hair. But it's okay, don't do that because somebody else might hurt you. But I'm not. You know what I mean?
In this day
like,
and age, in this society and racial
But that's
tension, they
what
should
we
know.
But
Don't
Thank
just
you.
just don't come, because if you actually approach a white woman like that, next thing you know, she be calling the police on you.
You
So,
dang on
I'm
right.
surprised they ain't called the police on us right now.
no, but my thing is right. It's like if
What
you
they
treat
doing?
people
They
the
go.
way you want to be treated, what if that was you? And a lot of people don't think about that.
Well, they do
If
it
that
all
was
the
you, if you were
time.
so curious to touch someone's hair,
I
you
would ask.
I would,
That's
yeah, I
what I'm
would
saying. But
ask.
yeah,
though.
but
If you ask,
that's a polite person. That's somebody that knows etiquette about hair.
Like I was
and
in the
black
airport and I
people,
seen
and-
this white lady, and I don't think she was just white because her hair was like, I don't know, she had different type of features too, but she was white. And her hair was so pretty. It was like these orange big curls, you know, from the, like that girl, little cartoon movie when her
Oh,
brothers and
yeah,
sisters
yeah.
were wolves.
Yeah, I know you.
I said, girl, if that came on a strand, I will rock your hair. I will wear it. And she was like, thank you. Yeah, but I'm not going to invade her space.
Exactly.
But
Right.
I'm still complimenting her hair. Yeah.
In this society right now, just to come up like, really? Because if you went up to someone else, you'd still be like, wait a minute, at least ask beforehand. Or if somebody did that at work, would they just all up in someone's hair? And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. That's
Yeah,
just,
no.
But
just
it's not
dumb.
just black females doing that. I mean, it's just not white females
White,
doing
no.
that.
It's every race.
It's black females doing it too. Because
Yeah.
my daughter was in school and she came home crying like, Mom, they touched my hair. But her first week of school, they came in and it was down.
They were track checking.
So they was trying to see if she had tracks in her hair, and then
Yeah.
they was, you know, whispering, "Go see if it's real. Go see."
And
And
somebody
then
was
they
bold
attacked
enough.
her and was bold enough to
See,
go.
and I would have been like,
to-
but
yeah,
I
what
would have
do
been
you
like,
say
baby.
to-
But you know, one of those things like that, it's like one of those black girl magic things that certain
Yeah.
things in life you're just going to deal with. You're just
Yes.
going to go
Gonna-
through, you're just going to be
Yes.
exposed to, you're just going to have to just suck it up.
Right.
You know? So when it comes to touching the hair, when it comes to not feeling accepted in certain workplaces or in school,
Yeah.
that's just one of those things. But as far as a black girl magic, like a black girl magic, like a woman stepping out in her feeling confident and feeling good about herself.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
Right.
Like even with going, you could rock it. So most of the time it's because there's always tension going on in the world with acceptance and who you are and trying to be creative and trying not to be like someone else and taking your own look. I think the black girl magic really is, even if you go through somebody trying to take your hair and you go through your hair, look down on you for the color of your skin. I think, and what we've been seeing on TV is women that are still killing it by just like mastering their craft.
Right.
And
You know, and
their
embrace
look.
and then being confident and walking in it and just being open and honest with like say one thing. If we could talk about one thing that we've seen a black woman do on TV and her realness that she's done that says, wow, now that was some real black girl magic right there.
Right.
Like one I could bring up right now is when Jada Pinkett had invited Will Smith's ex-wife Cherie on the red table,
Yeah, that's some
and
good-
she said, "I apologize." She said, "I apologize for even trying to interfere with y'all marriage," because basically she was the other woman. Now if that is some low down stuff, right? You just
Right.
like, you don't be the other woman. That's just like, but to even broadcast it, to share it with the world,
Right.
and then to be across from her and say, "But I was wrong." I apologize. And just to give that, that was some real magic right there. That was some real
sisterhood.
Black girl. That was some
That was
I loved it. I was
maturity.
just like, I really love that. I think a lot of women should just own up to their wrong when they've done it and go to the person, not say, well, just tell her I'm sorry. Well, she know I'm sorry. Well, she know that was wrong. No, go to her, get it right. Just say, I was wrong. I made a mistake. And keep it pushing. Walk in your telling the truth, being honest, being able to move past it. The other one, Serena. Oh.
Hi, Serena, we love you. Right? Hi, Naomi, we love you. You guys rock. Oh my God. I know everybody was watching yesterday and everybody saw what happened.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It was just too much. It was too much. Okay, first of all, everybody wanted Serena to win. She got into it with the referee. The referee basically, I guess, said, hey, I'm going to give you a technical, take a point away. Serena ends up losing. So in one moment, this is Serena's big platform.
Right.
But it's also Naomi's big platform.
Yes.
So she's 20. She's like, Serena is my idol.
Right.
This is my dream. They go up for the trophy ceremony, and the crowd is booing this girl.
Right.
She's crying. This is her moment. And Serena, instead of just letting that go, just said, hey, stop the booing. Let's go ahead. This is
Black
her
girl
moment.
magic.
I'm not even going to sit here and talk about what happened with the referee. This is her first win, and she made history.
Right.
And I'm just like,
Magic.
that right there, because despite that was a huge moment for both of them, Serena embraced her and lifted her up.
Oh
and I
my
was just
God.
like, I mean, it don't get no realer than that. That's a
That's
sisterhood
right.
that I think that all African American women, I just think that you have to, if you see another woman who is doing their things, applaud them.
Yes.
It's not, don't hate on them. Hey, if I see
Yes.
somebody doing better than me, hey, can I get to know what you're doing so you can help me do what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to do that, so help celebrate one another. And it was just a great moment and example of Black girl magic.
I think that's a very important thing, is to celebrate each other. Is to celebrate each other in when we do good. Like, if you're amazing at what you're doing in this moment, it's your moment. This is your platform, and I support you, and I applaud you, and I'm here. Like, let's go. Oh, you going here? Okay, I'll show up and I'll support you, and I'll be the loudest one in the crowd cheering.
Yes.
Right.
So I think like that is where we lack at as a sisterhood, is like, listen, baby, you a doctor, you footed that whole school bill. Like, you're bomb for that.
Yeah.
I support you. Not I coulda, shoulda, woulda, it could have been me.
she
No,
all
it's not
that.
that that's not your moment.
Right.
It's not your moment. I applaud you. This is what you do. Look, you kick butt.
Yeah.
So I think as a sisterhood, that is one of the things that, like, if we did it, we would be so much more magical. Like, you would see glitter in the sky. Like, is this what
Party
they're
like
doing now?
trolls, like,
Right? Listen, and this is what they're doing. This
like,
one. See all the glitter in the sky. Just,
Yeah.
That is funny. Wait. So how important is it for young Black girls to see positive images of themselves? Like,
I think it's
People
very
look like them.
important. I think it's
Right.
important. I remember when I was like maybe 8 or something, my aunt took me to a ballet, and it was a ballet that Debbie Allen did. She does the Black Nutcracker, and I never ever in my life seen any Black ballerinas, and I was like, I want to be a ballerina, but I want to be a Black ballerina with them.
right.
Because I've never seen it. All the ballerinas I've ever seen for ballet were always white. And for me, I thought, I never knew that we could do this. So when you see it, it lets you know you can do anything. But when you don't see it, they're like, well, I can't do it.
Right.
So I just think that especially now in this society, we have to show positive images, because first of all, the media shows negative, like, oh, Black women are ghetto, they're loud, they're angry,
Fighting.
or they're naked, they're on Love and Hip Hop, or they're popping, they're twerking. There's a lot of different women who are just doing great things, and I think that all the little girls should see that so they know what they can aspire to.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I think that's big time, because with having your own daughters, like, I make sure that my baby know all that hair that come around. That is important. That's you. Don't cut it. Don't wax it. That booty, that's yours. Embrace it. Don't try to put no long sleeve shirt on, no long skirt cover, pull. I don't care what nobody say. Like, embrace all of that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
you guys, even though we're taping right now, we have an intruder.
Black
can
Girl
see, we
Magic.
are really live. This is like real life. This is like really live. It looks like he's eating our snacks, drinking our water.
Bye, mister.
Hey, as y'all can see, this is real life for us. Like, we don't just get together when it's time to tape. This is our natural life. Like, this is our reality. There's a husband somewhere close. Always.
Trying to throw a monkey wrench.
He's ready.
Dragging his chair.
Right.
But
Still talking.
well, I think it's real positive for them to see, just like what you said, you didn't know it was a black ballerina. Or remember when Princess Tiana came out?
Oh
my
God.
We were done. Like, what?
It is on.
Right. I was more excited than Gabby.
You've never seen this in your
I
life.
loved
Like, get it
it.
together, damn it.
Right.
Yeah, what I did, I remember having young girls, and you know you want to do your girls' room. When you go somewhere in Target and you can't find one black face, one
Yeah, that
black
bothers me.
character to put on their bed,
That bothers me.
something that looks like them, that bothered me. So
Yeah.
when Tiana came out, I was like, I don't have little girls anymore, but I want you to have it. I didn't get to do that. So
Oh, yeah.
that's important for black little girls to see that. Make their room look like Tiana or a black face that they can relate to. It's very important.
Because if you don't, then they don't think they belong.
Yeah,
and they don't
they-
have a
yes.
they don't have a place. If I never seen like a black woman that could be, that was anything that I
Right.
wanted to be, a black doctor, a black lawyer, then I would always think like, well, maybe I belong below everybody else. But because there's so many black women out there killing it, it's like, dang, I want to be you.
Yes,
I
I can do it.
I can do whatever I want to do. Like, the sky is the limit.
Right.
You want to be this, or you want to create something that nobody else has done, guess what? You leave history for the next girls coming up.
Right.
And not only that, I was just thinking too, the fact that you know how there's still a certain selection of black dolls. You got
Exactly.
the Dusty Black still.
Oh, yeah.
You got
They
the
gave us 100.
Dusty Black ain't always bad.
no, but you know what I'm saying.
I'll be that
No, but they go a little overboard with the
lips.
Dusty Black. It's
Yeah.
like an ashy gray black. Like really,
And then they make the big lips on the dog.
whose babies look like
down.
this?
It's not
Most-
bad.
Even most
Yeah.
black babies, when they come out, they high yellow.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
just like, come on. But my thing is we need to, as a society now,
Right.
take our position. If they're not creating the dolls, let's create them.
Yeah.
China is only a WhatsApp away,
Yes.
like literally, and that's what we are really like right at.
brink.
Like the brinks of like we can literally change society.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't willing to, you know, you want to say, oh, they don't have a doll that comes in my baby's hair.
Right.
Then make it.
Right.
Oh.
You're right.
She's putting
They
her
don't-
There's
platform
one in
on.
San Diego.
No, I know, but even
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
but even with that, this side note, I looked up a black doll for my 3 little girls, and the
Yes.
doll was $89.99, and I was like, what? Yeah, no, not ever. Who buys $89.99?
Because the color.
Yeah, because
Tammy gonna go make
Terry,
No,
and
but
That's what I was getting
but
to.
no, like,
She's gonna make them
the
double.
black dolls
put your
cost
orders in
more.
now.
They
Place
do.
your orders.
The black dolls
They
cost
do.
more.
They
So
do.
it's like
Yes.
now you're gonna make it. Finally, yay! I can get a doll
But you
in
can't
my
afford it.
color scheme,
Right.
but now I gotta pay more.
Right.
How does that
But
work?
you know what? Even if before Toys R Us went out, they still had like 2 dolls, one
Oh,
white,
it's
one
limited.
black, and that black one was still more expensive.
Yeah.
And now they're weird because there's some it's a African American. These 2 girls that create black dolls,
Right.
but their dolls are the $89.99 dolls.
And they're
But-
cute.
And then back with Denise, most of the time when you talk about the blankets and I Need a Princess, you got to go like downtown LA or wherever
Way
you stay,
far.
downtown in
Gotta
the alley,
order
in the
it.
corner,
Yeah.
and
gotta
you got to
order it
get the
offline.
no. You
Really?
have no. It's people that make them, so it's different prints and they put them together.
Uh-huh.
But it's nothing that you see like at a regular store. You got to go to
Exactly.
a low key
That's
mom and
main-
pop in an
mainstream.
alley type of just.
It's
to
never
find
something you can walk into the store and purchase and say, oh, she looks like
Yeah.
my kid. I'll buy it for her. No, it's always, I got to
Right.
search. Like,
Right.
I don't feel like you should have to search for yourself. Like,
Right.
that's me. Like, I'm not searching. I'm not going to Target looking like, okay.
I mean, like,
And what
even
you
the
see,
same is
all
true.
Marilyn Monroe shirts.
Have you
Right.
ever
Have you seen a
saw-
Dorothy Dandridge shirt in
Yeah.
the store?
Have you ever
No,
seen
you
an
have to
Asian
order all
baby
that
doll?
kind of stuff offline.
See?
I've never seen an Asian baby doll. There's a problem with. I have a problem with that.
Yes.
There should be a selection so everyone can see a little
Only
bit.
people that do that and you got to pay all that money is American Girl.
That's
Yeah.
it. You gonna have to. And
But
so
you,
the
but you
only
know what
way-
it is? It goes to like everything was, and that's what make Black Girl Magic so magical, you know,
Right.
and so like special. Is because everything is starting to change, you know, with African American, the African American culture, to where it's just like we finally got our princess, you know, we finally got our, you know, our president, we got the Black Panther. But look, all this stuff is recent.
Right.
Yes.
You know, it's recent, and so it's like
You just gotta keep
instead
it
of
up.
waiting for them
give
to
it.
create it, because if we think about the people that passed it or allowed it to happen or created it or put it on the movie screens, it's like, who are they, and do they look like us?
Right.
You know. So sometimes instead of waiting for them to do it, we got to start doing it and looking out. Like Tammy could create that doll.
Right.
And you know, say 1999, and all of a sudden everybody have this pretty doll that looks like their kid,
Right.
you know.
Exactly.
And so sometimes we're waiting, and that's what sometimes we will do. We'll
Right.
sit there and we'll wait for somebody to create it,
somebody else
or
to
we'll
figure
sit
it
back
out.
and complain. But now this
Yeah.
is like 2018. Nobody's waiting anymore.
That
We see.
millennial.
We see people with the beautiful poetry, you know, talking about everybody is so real and so honest and so open. I'm loving that, and I
Right.
feel like
We can embrace
sometimes
it.
it's the younger generation that is just so open and they're just so accepting of
Yeah.
themselves and the world, and I'm just like, this is beautiful. It is so beautiful. Like,
Yes.
you know, I love myself, and it doesn't matter. I'll shave all my hair off. Next thing you know, they shaving their hair. I'm like, what the, why?
Yeah.
And you just like, they love themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. If that's your way of expressing
Expressing
your
yourself,
love,
I love
then
it.
express. Well, you know what? I'm never gonna wear a skirt, and I just want to tattoo. You know, just whatever they decide to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're just embracing them, and they're. I just think it's
I
awesome.
say in the blackness, even I remember anytime I used to have an interview, I was like, oh, I have to go get my hair straight. Oh, I have to make sure I wear my
Right.
hair a certain way.
Right.
Now it's more acceptable in the workplace to even have your hair in its natural state. You see a lot more of that. I mean, it would be like
People start suing.
it be well
Yes,
that too,
indeed.
that too.
Run me my
But
schmucks.
they still have some places where they say, well, no, you can't. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
instances of teachers who cut off little girls' hair. And you're like, what are you doing?
Or the
Right.
schools
The
making
schools,
the kids
yeah,
leave
saying
because
that
of
their
their
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
And I
Oh
think
my
that that's
That's
so
today.
important.
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's
that's
recent.
right now. So I
Yes.
think just like that, I can be able to, hey, I can have my weave in today, and then tomorrow I can be like, oh, I'm just gonna wear my hair natural, and it's like, oh, it's cool. Next week I'm gonna have it in something else and some
That's
braids.
right.
I just
That's
think
right.
that that's just embracing, you know, the black girl magic,
I
the
love
blackness
it.
in it. You just rock it.
Yeah.
Like that's a part of us. No matter how you want to wear your hair,
I think that
let
is
us do it.
awesome.
We
yes.
gonna do it. Well,
And I think too, that's another part of the other races intrigue. They want to do it.
Yeah.
They want to Afro puff.
Well, they are
They
doing
want
it.
to. Yeah, more than ever. But you know,
Yeah.
I want some pink braids.
Yeah.
I want some. You know, and they
Yeah.
they're. I
They
think
do
it's
do
more
it.
of an intrigue
Yes.
than
It
you know,
is.
like an invasion of personal space.
the
Okay,
only thing
question.
is that wait, I'm sorry.
I
It's
don't
sort of
wanna do
like okay. I know, like, oh, we have our braids in our hair, and sometimes they'll say, oh, well, that's ghetto. But then a Kardashian will do it, they say, oh, that's trendy.
Right.
Oh well, we live in America, baby.
Oh, I know.
That's
But what
the
I'm
only
saying,
reason.
oh, I know. But I'm just saying, you still trying to embrace you, and you know, you can't sometimes.
Right.
Well, since we are live, if you guys have any questions on this Black Girl Magic, send it in. Gonna go to Peaches. Peaches gonna tell us. So send it in. Let her know. Send it in.